All right, guys, Coach Simpson here. This is day 2, talking about different ways we run the buck sweep. You can get more resources on my website, fbcoachsimpson.com, or YouTube, where this will be going, and a lot of our other stuff will be going. You can hit me up on Twitter, fbcoachsimpson, at fbcoachsimpson. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about down blocks. So when we teach the down block to our guys, and real quickly, if you're not familiar with buck sweep, a down block simply means we're going to block inside. Okay, so we're blocking down towards the ball. Okay, so we teach 4 different types of down blocks, and they're both on different levels. So level 1 down blocks, we're blocking a defensive lineman. And there's 2 different ways we'll teach that. And then level 2 is where we're blocking a guy on the second level. So we're blocking a linebacker or possibly a defensive back that's rolled down or somebody rolled down. Okay, so we're blocking a down block on a defensive lineman. We're going to set up our guys like this. So this will be our guy. And then we'll set up a defensive lineman here if they are what we call upfield players. So they're guys that are trying to shoot gaps, create penetration, and get upfield. We're going to make sure we're taking almost a complete horizontal step right here on our first step. I've got some of these drills on YouTube. You can go through and find them, or on my website you can kind of go through and get them, how we actually run them with our kids. But basically we're going to step flat here, try to get our head across this guy. And so we're going to try to get our head across him. Want to make sure we don't give up penetration, and then we'll bring that arm, our backside arm through the hip and kind of shove him where he wants to go. Upfield players are wonderful for us with buck sweep. It's an easier block for us. The one we have a harder time with is number 2, over the top players. Guys that are going to try to play us over the top. And so on that, that's a guy who's maybe really well coached, going to get a good punch, read our block, and try to go over the top and make a play on buck sweep. We hit our buck sweep so tight that upfield players usually aren't much of a problem for us. These guys we work more on because they become a problem. And so on this one, we're going to step at almost a 45, actually aiming on our first step more for the shoulder to the back hip of the defender. Okay, so now we're already in a good position on the first step. The second step, we're already starting our turn on this guy, and now we're taking our hand and we turn our rear end all the way to the end zone. So we want to almost spin this guy around so that he cannot get over top of us, or if he does, he's having to run 4 or 5 yards upfield, and that's fine with us. Okay, so those are our 2 level 1 blocks. Okay, level 2 blocks we treat the same way. So now we're going to be blocking a linebacker. Okay, so we're blocking down on this linebacker. We got to figure out, 1, is he a shooter or a filler? And it's just like an upfield player. That means when this guy sees the open gap, boom, he's coming. If that's what he is, we're going to aim more of a direct path towards him. So now, same deal. We're going to kind of work directly towards him to make sure he can't shoot the open gap and make a play on us. And then we'll adjust once he commits. So let him shoot, and then we'll adjust as he commits. We're taking more of a path directly towards him. Okay? If he is an over-the-top linebacker, so maybe they're playing spill with their D-line, and he's fitting over the top of it, trying to make plays, now we're going to take almost a vertical path to get him blocked, almost like this, wait for him to commit, and then we're going to seal him down. This is stuff you've got to scout. If you're going to run buck sweep, you need to know how are we going to handle all of these, and you know these basically off of scouting the opponent. Are they teams? Your teams aren't going to change in a week from being upfield players to over the top players. They're going to be the same. And so it gives you the opportunity, as you're coaching your kids, an individual, to give them some tools that'll work on, Friday night.